This is part 5 of .NET Basics. Today we are going to learn about how the .NET environment find their assemblies that needed. Here I have these simple console applications and I want to add another project name, another new project class library, and I leave it name here as well as, and I just change my class name as sample. Here I have this static method, public static, and return type is string, and my function name is getName, and all is have return a string, return hello world, and build these solutions and also build my console applications. And if you want your console applications use this class library, means you should add reference to these console applications, and so click on reference and add reference and class library. You should add the class library in your reference for console applications, and you should going to the console applications program, you should use this name, use that namespace as class library. And I want a static method in a class libraries. What is the class libraries class name is sample.getName. It will return a message from the class libraries, and this console application is depending upon the class libraries. Let's build this, and let's build this also, and build these solutions also, and going to the console applications in the bin directory, and copy this t.tll and exe. Exe is nothing but it is a executable file, and place it on folder, and here in .NET framework how this find the assemblies in their locations, how the .NET find their assemblies is these locations. And so the .NET frameworks have the following rules, set of rules, that is assembly resolutions algorithms. The first step is .NET figure out what version is needed, how they check it is assembly is present here or not, and where is it changed, and how the .NET is fetch the assemblies from anywhere. And so it should follow some basic rules. That rules name is assembly resolutions algorithm. The first rule is what version is needed. Let's quickly look at this. What version of these assemblies we have? We have these. We have. Okay. Let's quickly reference. First, the .NET should check the manifest of these assemblies. What version of the class libraries is needed. So going to the ILTSM and click OK, and open our class, this manifest. OK, and main class. Okay, let's copy this file, open, dump IL sample.il and open with Notepad open with Notepad. Here, the first step, the dotted framework. First, check what version is needed. Here, this is our console application. This is our console application. It is depending the class libraries. This class libraries version is 1.0. Okay. So the first check what version of the class library is needed to this console applications. The first step is clear, and going to the next step. The next step is .NET sets the assemblies in the cat. But in our application it's not a strong name assembly, so it will not able to store in the cat. So it doesn't care about to change in the cat. The next step is going to the third step. What is the third step? If the assembly is not found in the cat, and if there is a config file, here in our applications we don't have any configurations file. In the configurations file, and we have the locations where this assembly is located. So the .NET framework is going to find the locations of the assemblies and fetch out the assemblies to use the console applications. But unfortunately we don't have any configuration file in our applications, so it is also failed to change in the assemblies. So what the next step? It changes the same locations where it is the console application is located. What is the console applications? .exe is our console application. Here we have the console application, and should check the set the assembly in the same folders. This is console applications folder. This we have the assemblies name, the class name. So if the fourth step is founded, so it will happily run. Okay, here let's rename it and let's again run it. It's running failure. What it says, the system cannot find the file specified. Okay, the next step, the version checking is not done for weak name assemblies. Though what does it mean? The version checking is not done for weakly name assemblies means, here in our applications, what version of the assemblies we are using? Here we are using the versions 1.0, and if I change the 1.0 to the 2.0 and quickly run this, and first of all you should remove this class library, and okay, and you build these solutions, you build, and you add the reference again, class libraries. Okay, you build these console applications, again you are going to the check, open folder in Windows Explorer and copy this. It doesn't care about version. Let's quickly close this and quickly switch back to the new folder, and here delete this and paste it here, and it will happily run. So the .NET framework doesn't care about the version check-ins, while in our applications with the not strong name assemblies means, in our application weakly name assemblies means it doesn't care about versioning, but in our application is strong name assemblies means if we are changing the version numbers, it should throw an exceptions. And like quickly look at this. Here I have include here I remove it, and my program files also remove, just comment this and this is also no needed, and this is also comment this. Okay, here I want to one, and I want to include public key pair. How to include public key pair? And I already we are talking about this public key pair. You are not sure about this, means you better go to check this our previous videos tutorials, that will help to you. Assembly key file, and place this constructor. We have the strong key name. Strong, let's quickly look at this. What is with C colon? Going to the C colon. Strong key. Let's copy this. Here, let's build this our class library applications. So it will strongly named assemblies, because we are mentioning the public key token here. So it will be strong name assemblies. So, and add the reference again to our console applications class library 1, and using this namespace in the class console applications, and uncomment this, and also build these console applications, and let's check this whether it is run or fine. It will happily run. Okay, and going to the open folder in Windows Explorer, and bin directories. In the bin directories we have the class library DLL and exe DLL. Let's copy both and place it our new folder here, and delete and paste it here, and let's quickly check this. It worked fine. Now we are going to change our versions. It will work or not. We are going to check. How to check? Just going to check. So just here is our 1.0 version is needed. Here let's look at this. What version of this class libraries that we used, and going to the new folders, what versions we have used, and this is 1.1 versions. Okay, means okay, let's quickly ILDSM. Okay, Windows ILDSM, click OK, and open new folder 2, console sample, and open it in notepad. hello.il. here hello.il. simply drag this, or simply delete this, and simply drag this, and here in our console applications is depending the class library which have the public key tokens version 1.0, and let's quickly change these versions numbers. Okay, how to change these versions numbers is going to our project, and against remove this going to this add 1 to 2 and build this, build, and again build this, and going to the console open folder in Windows Explorer, again copy class library and exe folders and go into these new folders, and you simply delete all this and place it here, and let's quickly run this. It will also work fine, but it is not we are expecting, and so quickly change this. Here our console applications, here I want to pause. Okay, let's find here, build our class library, build it, and which is have 2 versions. This is, here is the version 2.0. let's build it here, and open in folder locations, bin directory, and copy this TLL, which means 2.0 version, and place it new folder. This is there is a new folder, place it new folder. Let's place here, copy and replace, and quickly check this. This is throw an exception, so the version is checkings because it is a strong name assemblies. Let's quickly review this assembly resolutions algorithm. First of all, start and figure out the version is needed, but it is a weak name assemblies means it didn't check the versioning, and if it is a weak name assemblies, it is also doesn't care about to check in cake, and it will check in the same folders where is it is exe located, and if it is not found is the same directories in the assemblies means it will throw an assembly, it will throw an exceptions. And if we have the strong name assemblies means, first of all the .NET figure this what versions is needed, and it's first check the cat utils. If it are found, it will execute happily. If it's not found in the cat means it will go to the application configurations files where it is any locations to be changed. It means the CLR is going to search and fetch the assembly and use this assembly to that regarding the console applications. And if it is not using your any other web config file means it's quickly checking the same folders, is there any assembly is located or not with the same versioning and the same public key means it will happily run. If there is not found means there will be a exceptions. And thanks for watching. Let's have a great day.